Hey, it's Miss Clemmer again, and I have a story for you. But first, I have a question. Who likes to dance? I do. I might not be the very best, but I do like to dance. But my story today is about a giraffe. And did you know that giraffes can't dance? We're going to find out in our story about this giraffe. He's going to sit near me, but his little neck is hard to sit up sometimes, so he'll just be right here with me. All right, let's read about giraffes who can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oh no, so he was very good at eating his leaves, but he couldn't run very well, so he fell down. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. There's all the animals. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. All these names are types of dances: waltz and tango and cha-cha. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Oh, my goodness, they were making fun of him. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. You see the cricket? It's right there. Listen to the swaying trees and listen to the grass. The sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. Look at him. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Oh my goodness, look at Gerald now. He's doing a flip. This doesn't look like something who can't dance. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We can all dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." So it isn't that people can't dance, it's that we have to find the right music that we like. And I'm so glad that Gerald did and found that out in the very end. See you later.